Today's subject is about marriage. And one of the reasons why marriage doesn't work, because it's first and foremost, it's not blessed by God. God is never going to bless something that he's not going to allow in heaven anyway. It is the garbage part of humanity. It is the man in us. I don't care if it's just the man itself or the man and the woman. God would never allow a man nor a woman in heaven. So he's not going to bless a marriage. And if you ask anybody, and they are proud to tell you, marriage is between a man and a woman. And it's okay. It's okay. Let it. That shit will only exist on earth. God will never let that in heaven. And if you ain't in heaven, you must be in hell. And the biggest trick the devil ever played, he changed hell and the earth. Don't get content and satisfied with your earthbound titles. What God cares when it comes to a marriage is a union and a commitment. It's not about the titles. You don't have to be a husband or a wife, but you do know how to honor a union between two people, you and that other person. And it's not about what you say here. It's about what you honor here. And one of the first ways to even honor what you need to honor is honor what you're going to honor for your father. Honor that first. And that honor right there is the 3 P's for an angel. Before he descended to earth, he told his father in heaven, I will parent any of your children, Father. I will provide for your daughter in her lady form. I know you gave her enough man in her. She does not need me, want me, and I will never ask for her. I tell God every day, I cannot stand a woman. Excuse my language. God don't care about man-made words. That's for us to understand. Fuck a woman. And that's what a woman gets, because that's the only thing a man does. And God will take a child from that. There ain't gonna be nothing wrong with the child. God don't make nothing bad. A man and woman, we're just not right for each other. We're always at odds. We can't come together. The only time we come together is a lady and a gentleman. Man and woman, we fighting each other. Until she's ready to release that man in her, you cannot possess her. And no woman wants to be possessed in her woman form. That means she has to deal with the man for the rest of her life. Ask her, does she want to deal with that? You ask any female at the end of her day, how does she want to be treated? Tough and gentle. Some of them laugh. Oh, well, both. Man is only one. All men, we walk around strong and tough. God gave us strength. Be wise. He gave a female wisdom. She is wisdom. She has always been born with wisdom. That is her mental and emotional. She is connected mentally, her spirit, emotionally, her soul. Her living soul is her emotions. She give life in emotions, and she lose life on earth in her emotions. The true life will never be lost, ladies. Any child that been aborted or miscarriage is what God in heaven. And when you are the mother to that child on earth, and you will be the mother of that child in heaven, Mother Mary is not going to watch your child. God came to your womb for 10 months. He grew the eyes. He grew the toes. He grew the lungs, the nervous system. Not man. Religion and laws are built in the image of man. They may take away from Christ. It may have a little similarities. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. It takes away from Christ. It does not mean it's Christ. It ain't Christ because it takes away from Christ. Christ was within you. See, Jesus does not speak to the seed of man, nor that A. He speaks to his Father's Spirit that bonds you together. He has domain over that. He gave his life, and God gave him domain over his spirit. A whisper from Jesus comes in the form of a thought. When you're thinking about that thought, you're having a conversation with Jesus. I don't think we even have the right to speak to God yet. We haven't earned that. And the time comes when we choose to earn that by respecting the chain of command. Before I can even bow down for Jesus or God, I got to find something greater than myself. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm stating here. And I believe that it's a goddess. I can't stand a woman. Don't get it twisted. Don't come at me like a woman. And no man come at me like the man. The man in me is a great man. It's a good man. But I also know the flaws, and then I let that go. God did not like the devil, nor do I. You come at me like the devil, I will handle you like the devil. Understand that. But I am a true gentleman. Because before I can bow down for Jesus and God, no, I got to bow down something for greater myself. I bow down to my mother, my sister. Them are the truest goddess that I know. And the goddess I gave birth to, my seed. And any goddess beyond that. Because they are goddess. They are all the daughter of God. And I know how I feel about my daughters. I know how I feel about my sons. I know what I raised in my son. I raised men in my sons. I did not even want to do nothing with the woman in my daughters. And the two things that transcend my daughters to women, I am thankful for their mothers. And they are natural. That's going to take place. A mother raises a woman. A daddy raises a lady. The greatest thing a woman can be has no man in it, and that's a lady. And a lady, she is labor for God, life of earth, and love of everything. And any male should provide for that. I want my daughters to receive that. I want her children to be parent. A mother nurtures. I want that male to provide for her as a lady. I know my daughter's strong enough to handle any man in their life. If they're not, they can call me. They know that. And I want him to be willing to protect me. If he can't, I am here. And they have brothers. But understand the chain of command. And I don't want him to be a man with my daughter. I want him to be a gentleman. If you don't understand what's greater than a man, ask your father. Daddy, what should I marry? A man or a gentleman? See what he'll say. Ask yourself, what makes a better boyfriend, a man or a gentleman? What makes a better husband, a man or a gentleman? What makes a better father, a man or a gentleman? Which one is cool, calm, and collective, a man or a gentleman? Which one puts something before his man? It's not called a man gentle, but a gentle man. If you ask yourself how you will be treated at the end of the day, tough or gentle, it's gentle. God gave us a prayer. I want a lady in the street and a freak in the sheets. You're supposed to say, I want a gentleman in the street and a beast in the sheets. And he wants us to be that beast and that freak, the beauty and the beast, because he gets a child from that. Understand, the greatest thing on earth is a goddess, and we cannot see the goddess. We'll never be able to see God in heaven. Jesus will not let us go see his Father. You have a blessed day. Marriage will never be